Yes, here we
Excellent.
go. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to AwakeCon's first inaugural show for Multidimensional Hopscotch. We are here with my favorite friends to work on some badass multidimensional skills. So today, I'm Kimberly Darwin, and my partner, Tipsy Mystic Miranda, are going to be your MCs today. And we have three contestants. We have Jody Chamberlain. Let's have fun. We have Maya Donna, our resident ice nymph. And we have Jenna Kirshon, my lovely, lovely dear friend. So we're going to take just about a minute each and let you girls tell everyone your spiel. Who are you? Where are you from? What do you love? And why are you here? Fast! Chop, 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 chop. Jody.
I am Jody, and I live in upstate New York. And I love dogs and playing games.
Yes. Maya.
Maya Donna, here from Portland, Oregon. I love rainbows, horses, and dancing, painting myself all the different ways. And were those all the questions? That's me.
Maya and I have spent many lives together. We have killed each other numerous times. And so now we are currently in a truce in this lifetime, so nobody kills anybody this time around.
Right.
Thank
All
God.
right. Jenna.
I was worried.
I-
Hi, I'm Jenna. I'm from Los Angeles, California. I'm a storyteller, filmmaker, world traveler, photographer, and mega foodie.
Mega
Will travel
foodie.
to eat across the world at a restaurant.
Mega foodie. And of course, we have lovely Miranda. Miranda, what do you have to say today?
Hi, gals. Welcome to our playground. So I just wanted to quickly tell you a little bit about why we're here. So this is just kind of get everyone warmed up for AwakeCon, which we're planning live in LA at some point in the future. Now we know the future isn't real, so another now, maybe I should say. So in another now, we'll all get to be able to be together in Los Angeles, and we're planning this really awesome event called AwakeCon, where we can all come together and just have a lot of fun with like-minded people and get to practice these really cool things like telepathy and channeling and just having fun and being carefree in new and fun ways. So that is what we're getting everyone warmed up for. We're going to try and do these events pretty regularly, at least once a month, maybe every other month. So what we want to say is you can play all of these games at home, right? Practice your skills, practice your telepathy, practice your channeling. While these girls are talking, like, get into it and feel free to put what you're seeing in the chat because that's awesome. We want to hear your comments and see what you're talking about. Hi, Tracy.
Yes. Okay. Well, so we're going to start with the round number 1. Did we get everybody? We got everybody. You don't care about me. I'll talk about me another time. All right. We're going to start with round number 1. Now, round number 1, we're going to start with contestant number 1, who is Jody. Jody, I am going to give you a place in space, in time, who knows? And I'm going to give you an item. And you're going to imagine yourself in that place, and you're going to bring that item with you. You're going to describe to us what you see. And then you're going to leave the item there. But that's not all, because that's boring, because then none of us get to be involved in that. So what we get to do is you're going to pick an item up from there, and you're going to imagine a new place. That's going to go to Jenna. So you're going to be, there's a secret item. Don't tell anybody what it is. You're going to take it to a new place, and you're going to put it somewhere, and that's all you're going to tell Jenna. That's it. Jenna's going to have to look around and find that item and describe it. You think you can do it, Jenna?
I think so.
Of course you can. Of course you
Did she tell
can.
me anything secretly or no? Everything.
That's what
all
the
information-
telepathy.
That's what your mind is for. You will be surprised. No,
You
you
will
probably
be
won't guess
surprised.
it exactly, but you'll be surprised at how close you'll get. So what's best to do in all of this that we learned is just describe every single little thing that you're feeling, that you're sensing about the object after you go and grab it.
Great.
And then you'll
Okay.
do the same thing. You'll find another secret object there, bring it somewhere, and Mia's going to find it.
Okay.
All right, are we ready? Jody, are
do
you
it.
ready?
I think so.
Jody, you are going to go to France in 1503. And in 1503, Leonardo da Vinci was painting in his art studio. Now, he went out for lunch, but his art studio was there. So guess when you get to go in?
When he's at lunch.
When he's at lunch. So I want you to go into Leonardo da Vinci's art studio. And I want you to bring a Hello Kitty lunchbox.
Okay.
Go. Now Jody's going to describe this to us.
Okay, cobblestone floors, roads, walking into his studio. When you open up the doors and you go into his studio, you're drawn upwards because it's very spacious, very high ceilings. And there's paintings all over the place. Different settings in the paintings, different colors. I see white cloths all over. Now, do I have the Hello Kitty box with me already
You're
walking in here?
carrying that sucker, sweetie. If someone sees you, they're going to really wonder about
Leonardo didn't paint it. He wasn't
No.
the first anime
No,
creator.
no, he has painted cats though, and I do see cats in some of his paintings, but they're not like Hello Kitty. One is a black cat. The floors are a little dirty. Not so much with dirt, more of like dust and of the paint. There's a small distinct smell in this room as well of paint and all of the items that he needs to craft. Some of the windows are open and you can feel the breeze coming in. And I do see a little rat as well, scurrying on the floor. So now where am I going with my Hello Kitty box, Kim?
Wherever you want. You're in charge.
But am I finding a new item to give over to Jenna?
You're going to leave that box somewhere for Leonardo. Or hide it so maybe his relatives find it and wonder what the hell was this guy doing?
Yeah. Okay, great. So can I tell you where I'm going and where I'm going to hide it or no?
Sure.
Okay, great. So I'm walking through the studio and there's a bathroom in the back. And I turn on the light and I'm surprised because it's really small. It's like the smallest room I've been in since I've gone into the studio. And it's dark walls, really bright light. So I'm going to put this Hello Kitty box behind the toilet seat, down on the ground right behind it. That's where it's going to be.
All right, then you get to pick up another item. Keep it secret and let us know when you found that item.
Okay.
I hope he doesn't miss it because he's going to have to come get it.
Okay. So now I'm leaving the bathroom.
Although if it's priceless art, that might be cool.
Oh,
what?
yeah, right now.
Maybe
what?
put it in my
Shit.
living room right now.
I know, right?
Could use it.
The Mona Lisa. I mean, he's in the middle of doing it at that time. So
Wouldn't that be so great to get the sketchbook of that? Like where the idea started first before it went to Canvas? Oh man, actually,
well, if you want to be
I
an
think
international
His collection of porn.
Oh, well, there's
Medieval
a-
porn. Okay, sorry.
That's-
Continue.
Okay, great. So anyway, I'm leaving the bathroom and I'm going back through the studio because I'm gonna leave. And I do grab something on the way out, and I have this item with me. Do I tell you about the item or no?
No,
it's a secret.
It's a secret.
Okay.
Now you
going
got it. Where are you gonna go? It's up to you to choose where you're gonna go.
Anywhere in the world, anytime.
Anywhere. It doesn't even have to be
In
in
any
this
world.
world. Jenna's gonna find it.
Okay. So let me close my eyes for a second. Jen, I want to take you somewhere really cool.
Okay.
Oh, goodness. Where can we go? Hmm. Hmm. Okay. I've taken you somewhere. Can I tell her where?
Yes, please.
Okay. All right. So the time periods is the 1900s, and you're in Alaska,
Okay.
and you're woods, but there's also a nice river going as well. So you're not just
Okay.
all in the middle of the woods, like partial scenery is like this river that's there as well.
Mm-hmm.
Do
Cool.
I tell her anything else, or do I just let her play?
You gotta leave your thing there.
Okay.
Yeah, where are you leaving it?
Well, do I tell her
Yeah,
where I'm leaving it?
yeah.
Okay. So okay, if you go into the forest, if you go into the woods, about 20 steps in to the right, I'm going to leave this next to the tree.
20 steps into the right next to the tree.
About 20
Copy that.
steps in. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Jenna, you're up. So give yourself a second to figure out where you're going and find that item.
Okay. So I'm in the scene and I look down and I have snowshoes on because the powder is super thick and difficult to traverse. And I am cold. My extremities are cold, but my core is warm because I dressed appropriately since we're in Alaska here. And the sky is clear currently, but I see some clouds rolling in. And the smell is very brisk and clear, like after a fresh snowfall. And I look up and there's just these like cigarette trees, just sparse trees, sparse leaves, but very densely packed together. So it's like this big forest, and it kind of like the trees snake along this river. So it gives me this really beautiful view straight down the river. And this river's not fully frozen over because it has moving water. It's almost like a low grade like river raft. So the rocks are kind of creating this rolling sensation on the water, and it's peaceful but also scary and powerful if you look at the water. So I decide I'm gonna go down the river a little bit and walk along it and just kind of observe it. I see a little salmon jump, and that kind of directs my eye to a certain part of the river. And I start going to the right, and I start to kind of head away from the river expanse and into the more like dense forest. And I notice there's what looks like the remains of a tent. It looks like maybe someone was there recently. So my curiosity leads me to peek inside, and I see it's very orderly. Like it looks like a neat freak who left very calculated. Like the sleeping bag is all zipped up, and there's like a little makeshift nightstand area. And I go to peek in, and there's no one around, so I decide to check it out further. And I go inside, and I can't help but notice that there's a black leather bound sketchbook on the top of the makeshift nightstand that has these really cool like golden buckles on it, and it's like decently sized, and my curiosity gets the better of me, and I just snatch it up and I leave the tent and I retrieve the item. Do I go somewhere new now?
Well, Jody, how close did we get?
I think you're super close because what I took was one of the black crayons that he would use to write with. So his sketch pen, right? And you saw the sketch book. So I think we were pretty
Jenna, was there any kind of pencil or anything there, maybe? I mean, that's up to you whether you saw it or not.
I think it was, when you open it, it's kind of like there's a space for the pencil, like the pencil belongs with the book. So it fits nicely in the little bind.
Yeah,
I think
it doesn't.
This guy in the tent like got to it first and like did some work with it. Maybe,
right, he's like, why is this here?
It.
I'm totally taking advantage of this thing.
Yeah,
I do think
free pencil.
Because it was very precise. It was his sketch pencil, right? And you were seeing the sketchbook.
Awesome.
Yeah, so it wasn't just any pencil. It's like, you know, when you look at it, it looks like it's beaten down a little bit because they're sketching. Yeah, so that's super duper close.
There we go.
All right. Well, Jenna, it's your turn now. You get to
find a thing. Find a secret thing. And pick a new place and stick it in there. You don't have to be as descriptive.
Okay.
We got a lot more games.
Okay. So I'm exiting the tent. I grab something else on the way out because it's my new item. And I head to a new world. I'm going somewhere warm this time because that was freaking cold. And
the ice nymph might have a problem with that. I don't know. Look at her.
Well, it's jungle warm. So it's like rainforest, tropical, humid warm. So maybe the ice nymph will be okay there. There'll be some wood nymphs there because I'm going to like a beautiful, tropical, wooded, rainforesty kind of like mystical forest with vines everywhere, and it's very lush and beautiful. There's like pink and red flowers, and there's monkeys jumping from tree to tree, and there's birds chirping, and there's a lot of moss everywhere. It's just like a fantasy world, jungle rainforest.
All right, so put your thing down there.
Okay.
Tell me where you're putting it.
Tell us where you're putting it in there.
Well, there's this like old overgrown log covered in moss, and it's like off the ground, so I'm just gonna tuck it underneath there.
All right, Maya.
Well, it appears that I am in my heaven. I am going to dance around with these magical creatures and dance until I exhaust myself trying to fly with all these beautiful butterflies and moths. So all I know is I'm exhausted and girl needs a drink. So I'm going to head over to this moss-covered seat of a log, sit down, and then I notice under it there's one of those tin blue with white speckled, like those camping mugs. And I'm just going to snatch that mug out from under the log and catch this lovely little drip of water that I realized was dropping from the rain coming down the leaves. And I'm gonna suck on that juice until I'm refueled to dance.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, Jenna, what was it? Alex got a compass.
Dancing juice. It was a tin kind of like lantern, like a camping lantern, kind of like a
All right,
forest
so
green, like a muted forest green.
so
that I
tin. We
snagged
all
for the
kind of
tent.
got like this tin cup,
Aluminum.
a tin
Yeah.
compass. Yeah,
Tin
aluminum.
camping kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Well, Maya, now you get to, if you can stop dancing long enough, we want you to find an item, keep it secret, and then you're going to think of a new place for Jody to find that item. So let us know when you find your secret item.
Okay, I have found it.
All right, now you get to imagine any place in space and time, anywhere, in any multiverse.
All right, well then we're going to the moon. We're going to the moon, and I'm going to take my item, and I'm just hiding it in the corner of a little teeny tiny moon nook that looks like it could be a home for little fairies. And my item is there.
All right, Jody. I hope you got those big space shoes on.
Get your moon suit.
Your
Boy.
moon suit.
It's really, really bright. Yeah, it's super bright on the moon. Okay, so I'm on the moon and I'm walking to this little corner side of the moon to go find my thing that's being protected by the fairies.
The moon fairies. I didn't
Moon
even know they
fairies.
had moon fairies, but I'm all for that.
Yeah. Oh boy, we were just in the jungle. Well, I think I may have gotten it. Can I tell you what it is? Or do I have to walk through the moon first?
No, there's not a whole lot there.
Right.
Well,
Gonna get
Unless
better
there is. I mean,
Unless there is. Okay, the dark side. Yeah, maybe.
I believe when Mia was in the jungle that she got her hands on a crystal and she brought the crystal to the moon and it's being protected by the moon fairies right now. So it's a little glowing crystal.
Maya.
So what I sent there were these little crystallized blue and white mushrooms.
I thought it was a mushroom. I thought it was a mushroom.
Yay!
For sure a mushroom.
Definitely.
That is fantastic.
I knew it was a mushroom.
Okay then.
great.
So now we have, you girls rock. You girls are like totally freaking descriptive. That's badass. All right, are we ready for round 2? That's Miranda's going to explain that to you. You're all going to need your pencils and papers and things. Alex, you said you saw a dancing monkey figurine that shimmers and changes shape.
yeah, I'm coming to your party, man.
Right? We want your party, wherever that is. That sounds like a good idea.
All right. So game number 2. If you're playing at home, if you want to draw something, if you just want to imagine this. So the girls are I'm going to describe something to you. Right? And you're going to tell me what you see and you're going to draw it. And then because we don't all have to be amazing artists, you're going to also describe what you drew. Hold it up to the camera as best you can, but just kind of describe what you're seeing. But I think drawing it kind of helps a little bit to help you get those ideas out. Okay. First place. You walk up to the edge of a cliff. Looking out in front of you, draw for me what you see.
We're going to give you about 1 minute. I wonder if we should like break out into song or something, you and me, Miranda.
Do the Jeopardy music. Do, 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 do,
Oh, but it's so overdone. We're going to have to come up with our own.
Also, I want to apologize for my Alexa, if anyone heard that. The
Was she
robots
talking
wanted.
to you?
I said something, but the robots wanted to get in on this because we were talking about the fairies. They felt a little left out, apparently. Or my FBI agent. I don't know.
What?
You they say like Alexa and stuff is like your FBI agent is listening to
Big
you.
brother, baby. Big
Yeah.
brother, right?
Yeah, these people are having way too much fun. They're using way too much skills that we don't
They're
want them to
using
use.
mental capacity and all of those abilities that you're not supposed to have as a human.
Exactly.
Right.
But I do want to just point out that like what just happened in the game, like you're not going to get exactly what it is, right? We have to practice that, which is what we're doing. And then you're going to get a little better. Saw how much closer we got by just the end of the game, right? How much closer it got. So that's why we're asking people to be really descriptive, because you're going to be like, oh, I knew it was blue, or I knew it was some sort of like tin or aluminum, or I knew, it was dancing.
Dancing with the fairies. All right. Who is ready to show what they see?
I'm so ready to show you my amazing art.
Let's see it.
Let's see it. Hold it up.
Okay, can you see it?
Uh-huh.
So this is me looking down the sheer cliff that I'm standing on, and this is a waterfall and the water running underneath. And then these are big rocks sticking out of the water on the other side. This is a sheer blue slate cliff going straight up. And then these are like snow-covered mountaintops along the top.
Wow.
Cool.
So she's got a pretty sunny outlook there. She's got a little waterfall. She's got place for water nymphs and rock nymphs and slate.
It's a great place for ceremony.
Oh, yes. That matches your skin, I'm sure, if you had colored pens. Oh, there we go. Excellent. That is beautiful. All right. Now, Jody, how about you? Thank you, Maya.
You're welcome.
Okay. Well, this is my cliff here, and I'm looking out. Over here is the sun. It's really big. Don't know if you can see it or not.
Oh, we can see it.
But you'll notice here, there's a bit of a haze. See, this is kind of like a reddish color. So it's a bit hazy when I'm standing out and I'm looking out, but you can just see the sun way out there in the horizon and a couple of clouds. But it's definitely a little weary because the haze is a little reddish. So I'm wondering if that's coming from clay up in the distance. Hey, I did a good job at holding that tonight.
Yes. Thank you, Jody. Thank you,
Star
Jody.
sticker.
I'm so proud of myself.
So is it like a desert?
No, it's not a desert, but it's very it's like clay ground up ahead, and so there's just a little bit of a haze of fog coming up, and it's kind of like this clayish brownish color.
Are you on Earth? Because we have to ask things like that now.
No, I don't think I am on
You're
Earth.
not on Earth. All right.
No.
Is it like
Jody's-
Mars maybe?
It could be a Mars. It definitely could be Mars.
It does look like Maldek, which we
Yeah, I
kind of
was
blew
gonna say.
up.
Yeah.
We kind of
Maldek,
blew it up,
maybe.
but sorry, But it does look like Maldek. And Maya, was yours on Earth?
Earth, the UK.
The UK. It's mostly Earth. Mostly. All right, Jenna. Let's see what you drew.
Mine's definitely Earth. I have this is my cliff here, and
Okay.
I'm looking out, and there's a very heavily forested area here. Think like Yosemite. There's a big river going through it, a big valley, and a waterfall here. This is all backwards.
Oh,
A waterfall coming
waterfalls.
here from, it's kind of like more mountainous on one side and more forested on another with a big river flowing through it. Think like
you're in
national park.
Alaska.
I'm back in Alaska.
She wants to go back and meet the guy in the tent.
Seriously,
Yeah.
that's what I had in my mind. It was that right there. The river and then the forest. That's so great. I love the way you drew your trees too.
Oh,
Here,
thank
give
you.
me my pencil.
Speed trees.
Yeah, those are great in the
Yeah.
background.
Thank God you got that pencil, Jenna.
Right?
Really
Yeah.
worked out for the next
I
game.
know.
All right, what's the next
Okay.
one, Miranda?
All right, let's get a fresh slate
fresh
in your slate in your mind or
No more Alaska.
on your whiteboard. Okay, I'll definitely find you something that is not at all like Alaska. Okay, so you are inside of a champagne bubble.
Everyone, all of us.
Yes, it can be your own or maybe your group together. It's your choice.
It could be a party inside of a bubble.
Absolutely. I don't think there's anything that's inside of a bubble that isn't a party. Okay, so you're inside of a champagne bubble. What does the world outside look like through this lens?
Got about a minute.
Are we describing?
You're drawing it.
Drawing it,
Oh,
baby.
same thing. We're still drawing.
Yeah.
You're drawn inside that bubble.
Oh God.
And Lori,
The idea of the drawing is just to help you like really imagine that and pull that out what you're seeing.
Lori says that hers looked like Jenna. So Lori, you're still on Earth too,
Yeah.
right?
And Alex, it sounds like Jody's, so.
Yeah, and Alex sounds like Jody. So you guys are seeing how just a little bit of description can really make some imagery in your head, and you can use those as building blocks for your world right now, right here. That's badass shit right there. That's all I have to say.
It is badass.
It is.
And I do think it's funny how like certain people will pick up the same things as certain other people. Like
Well, I mean, considering we're
like you're
all
aligned,
one,
like you're aligned a little bit more.
well, I mean, not a coincidence that we have the people watching that we have, and we know we're very early with this game show. We know that. We're coming out early, blazing, by the way. Blazingly early.
And if you guys do want to take a photo and share it in the Facebook comments, I think you can do that.
Probably.
Yeah.
Screenshot, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
your artistry.
All right, we got
Okay.
about 10 seconds, you guys.
Judy came prepared with all of her colored pencils.
All right. Who wants to go first?
Mia,
Maya?
I'm always willing to go first. Okay. Check. All I have is red. So this is my world through my champagne bubble. And, the whole world kind of bends in that circle with you. So I have my big trees and my puffy clouds. And then this little hummingbird that's right outside my bubble trying to figure out what I am and just hovering right in front of my face. And then down here, these are the trees that are below me that I'm floating above.
Oh my God, Maya, I love what's inside your head.
Ah!
Right?
Thank you.
She's a little rainbow child. You both are little damn rainbow children. Damn sunlight all the time. All right, Jenna, what you got?
Well, if I were in a champagne bubble, I'd also probably be in a champagne glass. So I'd probably be at a dinner party. So I'd probably see someone's eye and nose looking out in macro form.
I love it.
That's
This is also awesome. I love how you both had someone or something looking back at you.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So I would be looking out at these. I couldn't really. My artistic ability is not one of my fortes, but I
That was pretty
did
good.
envision looking out in like a fisheye area. So I thought of it as that. As looking at someone.
Excellent.
Because you want to check the bubbles, because the bigger the bubbles, the bigger the troubles. Better champagne has smaller bubbles. So you want
that
to check
true?
like how good high quality champagne
And
has
smaller
very
bubbles?
very little bubbles, and you should be able to take a tiny bit of it in your mouth, and it should totally dissipate and disappear. So
Yeah.
So
Champagne
Jenna
and
is
me.
high quality champagne, is what she's saying.
exactly. Well, you just want to check so
She's
someone's
in the good
eye,
stuff.
would be there.
All right, Jody, what you got?
Okay, so I was pretending that I was inside of the champagne bottle. I'm sorry, the champagne glass. Oh God, here I go again. All right. So what's going on here is, I think I spelled it wrong.
Brute, right? That's right.
So
Yeah.
right now I'm a bubble inside of a champagne glass that's sitting on the table, and this is the ice bucket that I'm just staring at. And those are little pieces of ice, and that's the little like fork to pick up the ice cubes. But because I was just set back down on the table, I'm just literally staring at the ice bucket.
Are you a meditating bubble? And you're just like,
I'm just
Zen?
staring at the bucket, yo.
That's awesome. So you guys had totally different, all three of you totally different ideas, right? So
Yeah,
amazing.
but I felt bendish like Mia when she was drawing her imagery coming in, bending like that. That's how I was seeing the brute on the ice bucket. Like everything was bent in a way. I just don't know how to draw that. But right when I saw Mia doing it, I was like, oh, that's so it. So I do think we were all kind of inside the same bubble.
Definitely.
You get all sorts of perspectives inside of a bubble.
We kind of are. All right, someone's echoing.
It's me. My earpods died. They're charging though, so I'll put them back in a moment.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, you can charge them while you draw. All right, next location. You're going to tap into yourself in 20 years' time. You are sitting at the dinner table, looking down at your meal. Draw what you're eating. Jenna's going to need more time.
Jenna is a gigantic foodie. She had a birthday party that I went to in the park, and it looked like a spread at the Oscars. It was a picnic, and she had it like all the cheese was like arranged in like a Fibonacci spiral by accident, like just perfectly done with. How do people make garnishes and
Accoutrement?
stuff? Yeah, I mean, no, it was just ridiculous. It was so beautiful, I didn't want to eat it.
A finger citrus? What was that citrus called that you had? That looks like a hand?
Oh,
Fingers?
Buddha's hand.
Yeah, the Buddha's hand citrus.
Yes, yes.
Which is really no purpose other than to look cool.
Awesome on a
charcuterie platter.
Yeah. All right, now Alex, while we're waiting, you said you had a black and white floor, some friends, a mirror, and a cabinet as a bubble. You saw that? Wow.
He's had a good
You
time.
must have been at a
I'll say it
serious
again,
party.
Alex. Like, I'm glad you came to our party.
Right. We got some good partiers here.
He's here for a good time.
All right. I got 10 seconds. Okay. Let's see. Let's let Jody, are you ready this time? Well,
Yeah.
we'll let Jenna charge up.
I'm ready. See if I can get this right.
Look at you, four squares.
I told you if I had colored pencils, it'd be a lot better. You know this is good for me.
This looks very healthy. Describe what you're eating.
Yes, it is healthy. It's salmon, and then this little thing right here, ooh, that's a little lemon. I know.
Oh.
Looks like
Squeeze.
butter or something, but that's my lemon. And then I have broccoli and a baked potato. Yeah,
So-
I can see myself in 20 years, like really relying on these for nutrients for my body.
Excellent.
Yeah, I love
You're kind
salmon.
of making me hungry.
Yeah, I know. I'm getting a little hungry too.
Is it Alaskan salmon, I imagine? Did you pick that up while you were in Alaska recently?
Yeah, 20 years, I'm going to be in Alaska for sure. Just going there, to eat salmon.
And look for the camper. Look, the mysterious artistic camper that's
Who we
there
assume
somewhere
is-
in the tent.
Oh, I think we're just going to assume is a sexy man.
He's got to be. I mean, if he's OCD in Alaska. I mean, how are you OCD in Alaska? I don't get it. But all right, Maya, what you got?
I assume I'm going to be eating the same things as I am now, so it'll be some other kind of smoothie concoction.
Okay.
You do eat a lot of smoothies. Like I
they're
think you go through a lot of blenders, don't you?
You know, I have what do I have? I have a really good one that I can't remember, a Vitamix.
Okay.
And I haven't killed it yet.
Yes, she has visited me on occasion, and she does go through a lot of smoothies. A lot of smoothies.
What do you got in
right.
there? What do you think?
Usually in my smoothies, I will definitely have my spirulina, my maca. I'll have all my different kinds of dried mushrooms to help me with my neuro and my bones and all of the things that I'll need help with. Almond milk or coconut milk, mango, maybe some blueberries when I feel fancy.
Okay, yeah.
And so she's got the whole Veruca salt thing, or what is it? No, what was her name? Oh, shit.
Violet
Beauregard. So the blueberries.
I am turning into a blueberry.
I'm having some maca kombucha right now, so.
Yes.
Excellent.
So good.
All right. Jenna, are you ready?
Sure. Well, if we're in
maybe just the first course.
Oh, this is actually the last course, which is dessert, because that's my favorite.
Okay.
But if this is 20 years from now, then I am a millionaire. Therefore, my dream is achieved of getting to eat at various Michelin star restaurants over the world, continuing my journey of great, excellent dining experiences that I've been fortunate enough to have in my young life. So we're at an experimental molecular gastronomy restaurant, and we're on the final course, which is a dessert. And we are eating a chocolate ganache cake with some sort of kind of dark chocolate, cherry infused little swizzle thing on the top, and a very fresh strawberry. We might be in Japan, where strawberries are in season in the summer and very luscious and wonderfully flavorful. And of course, this is molecular gastronomy, so everything's not as it seems. So you might bite into the cake and you think it's going to be solid, but it's actually airy. And you might bite into this or use that and you think it's going to be airy, but it's more solid, so it's going to turn itself on its head. And there's definitely going to be some beautiful sort of presentation happening here.
Well, I sure hope we're invited to that party.
Same. Yeah.
You're all invited.
I'll bring the champagne.
So
bring the champagne. We're good there.
On the PJ, the private jet.
On the PJ. Perfect. Or yacht. A yacht.
Oh, yes. You know I do love a yacht.
She does love a yacht. Okay. We got one more, right, Miranda?
Yeah. If we want to do we want to draw some more, or do we want to move on to game 3?
Let's go to game 3.
Let's go to game 3.
Let's move to game 3. So, hit it, Kim.
Okay. So each of you today were sent a secret place. Now your task is to describe it from one contestant to another, like we did with number 1, and 5 words. So it could either be 1 5-word sentence or 5 descriptive words. We're going to start with Maya, and she's going to describe it to Jody.
All right. So I am somewhere very dark, and I'm talking to myself, obviously, and I can hear myself echo. Everything's very echoey, lots of resonance and sound, and it is very damp and smells moldy. And I'm just walking through this dark, echoing, mold, damp. Where am I?
Inside of a mushroom?
We got a lot of mushrooms going on in here.
But no, very metallic smelling, very metal.
So what were your 5 words? So we had
damp, moldy, echo, metal smell, and dark.
In a cave?
I am in some sort of cave. It's very much similar to a cave, but it's an item.
Okay, now
So crystal
Maya,
or something.
Maya, along
Yes.
with that, I want you to send Jody a picture from your head. Imagine it in your head.
So I'm guessing the item.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are you a crystal in a cave? I don't know where this moldiness is coming from, though.
All right.
That's why I thought mushroom.
You can tell
There
her.
probably are
Yeah.
mushrooms growing in here with me. Didn't think
Oh.
about that.
Yeah,
tell her.
I'm not sure. Yeah, go for it. Tell me.
I'm inside of the plumbing pipes.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty
Oh.
gross.
I will say my plumber took out like 100-year-old pipe, and he must have like a party trick where he was like, I want to make sure you see this, and he showed me the inside. It was disgusting. There
Gross.
weren't any mushrooms,
Okay,
but I
that's-
wouldn't have been surprised. You can't
Cool.
unsee that. No, thank you.
Well, I'm happy I saw a cave instead of the plumbing pipe.
Yeah, that's gross. Who thought of that? Oh, sorry, that
It's
was
funny.
him. All right, Jody, you have 5 words to explain your secret place to Jenna.
All right, Jenna, you ready?
So ready.
All right, let's do this. Bride. Stripper. Costume. Leg. Last word is money. What is this item?
It's an item.
Yep. So you've got bride, stripper, costume, leg, money.
It's a garter belt.
Yes, it is.
Well played.
Jody is good at this
job,
game.
Jenna. Great
Jody
job.
is good at this game. All right, Jenna, you have 5 words to describe your secret place, or I guess some of them have been things, to Maya.
All right, Maya. You have everything you need here to get this, okay? I put a lot of thought into this. It's foolproof.
Thanks. Good setup.
Carcass eating birds. Baby bed.
Say it again.
Carcass eating bird. Carcass eating bird. It's only one thing that could be. A carcass eating birds. Baby's bed. Carcass eating bird, baby, bed.
Nest.
Specific. It's very specific.
I'm
You're
in
missing one word.
one word.
You're missing a part of the item. It's a very specific item. You got half of it.
So I'm a bird of prey. I'm in an eagle's nest.
Keep going.
Falcon's
Carcass
nest.
eating. Keep going.
Oh,
Carcass
I'm
eating.
a vulture.
There we go.
Vulture's nest.
Dang, man, Jenna, did you spend like hours on that? Because I'm the one who thought of these places and I still didn't get it. That's good.
That was great.
Yeah.
The best combination of 5 words that
Yeah.
ensures someone guesses that.
Excellent.
The word
Well-
names are my strong point. The drawing, not so much.
Well, we only
I think
did
you
it-
did an excellent job drawing.
Yes, you did fantastic. And I think that we did fantastic on our little show. So we are very excited to have hopefully one of these a month. We're hoping. And
We're going to come up with tons of different games to play. It won't all be this.
I have 80 games. I have 80 different games. I went
don't
a
know
little
what they
wild
all
on
are.
the games.
They all
Right,
got
so-
cool names.
Yep. So how did you girls feel about what you saw and what you imagined and what you felt? Like, one thing I want to mention is that when Jody went into Leonardo da Vinci's bathroom, all of us were like all of us felt that. Every single one of us had that face. So how do you girls feel about what you did today?
Really
Definitely
great.
gets the creative juices flowing. It's nice
Yeah.
to connect visually.
I feel like I've been on a bunch of travels. I went a lot of places. I had a bunch of experiences.
Yeah. Got to
Excellent.
vividly like explore your imagination and communicate
Good.
it.
And we have the audience asking if they can have more audience participation. And yes, you will have more audience participation. Some way to show your pictures or drawings. That one we're going to work on because now the audience wants to show us what they did too. And
We'll see what we come up with the next game, and we'll try and make sure that we can get audience participation in it. We'll make you a contestant for the next one. How about that?
we'll make you a contestant for the next one. And hopefully anybody that's watching either now or in the future can still work on their skills because they're in there. They're totally in there, ready to be used. And all it takes is a little bit of practice. So we're all about having a damn good time while we're reawakening these abilities. And thank you all so much.
Yeah, make sure to like the Facebook page, go on to awakecon.show, sign up for our newsletter so you'll get a notice whenever we do any more of these. AwakeCon Show is also our handle on Instagram, so hit us up there. We put out really awesome memes that'll probably hit you right at the exact moment you need that message, because that's how this shit works. Yeah. And, let us know what you thought. We're open to ideas for games and what you want to see here.
Yes, thank you all so much. Thank you, Lori, for your fantastic comment. Let me see if I can put it on there. It was fun just to see if we picked up from any of you. That was fun. Thank you so much. And Alex, thank you for the awesomeness. We're so thankful that you're here. You're early with us.
Yeah.
And we're very excited to do more of these. So thank you all so much and all of our love.
Thanks for having us.
Cheers.
Thank you.
For the invite.
Bye.
Bye.